Hi there guys, and welcome to QDecks. Today we're going to be having a look at some of the best card duos in Cards, the Universe and Everything to build a new deck around. With over 5,000 cards currently in the Q collection, it can be hard to know where to start. So hopefully these cards can give you a starting block at least to build some new and unique decks. I'm not really going to put these in any particular order. Depending on what album or collections you're looking to use, your preference may be different. So first up we have Refraction. On the play, your cards, wherever they are, lose 5 power permanently, and on the return, if your deck has exactly 3 cards from any album, those cards, wherever they are, gain 10 power permanently. And it's paired with Auto Tune. On the draw, if you were tied in the round, gain 20 power this turn, and on the play, if your deck has exactly 3 cards from any album, those cards, wherever they are, gain 18 power until played. So the idea here is to have 3 cards from 6 different albums, and all 18 cards in your deck will get the permanent buff from Refraction, and the 18 power until played from Auto Tune. Not massive buffs, but with this pair it does allow you to create some unique decks, mixing cards from 6 different albums. Next up we have Carl Linnaeus. On the draw, if your deck has exactly 9 Life on Land cards and exactly 9 Science cards, your cards, wherever they are, gain 14 power until played. And paired with Grey Goo. On the draw, if your deck has 9 or more Science cards, 9 of your random Science cards, wherever they are, lose 10 power until played, and 9 of your random non-Science cards gain 10 power permanently. So here you would build a deck of 9 Science cards, 9 Life on Land cards. Carl Linnaeus is going to buff all 18 cards in your deck with 14 power until played, and Grey Goo is going to give your 9 Life on Land cards 10 power permanently. I have paired Grey Goo with Carl Linnaeus here, but it can be an effective card with any 9 and 9 split involving Science cards. We continue with a group of cards here, as the idea is the same with all of them. You start with Goatman. On the play, if your deck has exactly 9 cards from any album, those cards, wherever they are, gain 14 power until played. And you pair Goatman with one of the following cards, depending on your album preference. So James VI and First, on the play, if your deck contains exactly 9 history cards, your Life on Land cards, wherever they are, gain 14 power until played. And on the play, if your deck contains 9 Life on Land cards, your history cards, wherever they are, gain 14 power until played. Next up is Time Machine. If your deck has exactly 9 history cards, your Science cards, wherever they are, gain 15 power until played, and vice versa. And lastly, we have Christ of the Abyss. On the play, if your deck contains 9 or more Oceans and Seas cards, your history cards, wherever they are, gain 18 until played, and vice versa. So you build your deck with 9 history cards, and depending on what other album you'd like to include, pick either Life on Land, Science, or Ocean and Seas, and each pair will buff all 18 cards in your deck. Next up we have one of my personal favourites, again sticking with the 9 cards and 2 albums theme, and this time we have Science and Space cards. Starting with Carl Sagan, on the draw, if your deck has exactly 9 Science cards and exactly 9 Space cards, your Science cards, wherever they are, gain 16 power until played, and your Space cards, wherever they are, cost -1 energy until played. And paired with Planet X. On the play, if your deck has 9 or fewer Space cards, your Space cards, wherever they are, gain 14 power permanently. If your deck has exactly 4 Space cards, give them an additional 4 power until played. So Carl Sagan is going to buff all your Science cards, and Planet X is going to buff all your Space cards, and on top of that, Carl Sagan will also help reduce all those high energy Space cards you're bound to have by 1 as well. One of my favourites. You can make some really strong Science and Space decks, so these are good starting points. And the last one we're going to talk about today is one of the most popular ones you'll see, and that is Vitruvian Man. On the play, if your deck has 9 or more Science cards, your Arts and Culture cards, wherever they are, gain 18 power until played, and vice versa, and pairing it with Consciousness. On the draw, if your deck has exactly 9 Arts and Culture cards, your Science cards, wherever they are, gain 16 power until played. If your deck has exactly 9 Science cards, your Arts and Culture cards, wherever they are, gain 16 power until played. So 9 Arts and Culture cards, 9 Science cards, and both of these cards are going to buff all 18 cards in your deck. You'll often see this one played with the Grail and Arthurian Legends and the Brilliant Human Body deck, but there are some great collections in Science and Arts and Cultures, and you can build some really good decks with these two as a starting point. So that's going to do it, guys. These are by no means all the great duos to start building a deck with, but if you are looking to build something new and haven't given these a try, they are a great start. If you enjoyed the video, hit some buttons for me, and until next time, take care.